YouTuber Trisha Paytas made it a big point to state that fellow YouTuber and former podcast co-host Ethan Klein was out of line for blaming Keemstar for the death of another YouTuber named Etika, claiming that it was wrong for Ethan to put that responsibility on Keemstar, when in Trisha's opinion it wasn't fair or true. It is important to keep in mind that at the time Trisha said this, she was not in a good place with Ethan.
But yeah, when stuff starts getting really personal, like H3, like insinuating Keemstar responsible for that, Etika is his name, his suicide, and that's end of the day, like, especially suicide, like, you can't blame someone for someone's suicide, because that's the ultimate decision is theirs. And yes, it looked bad because Keemstar said something like, "Why don't you could just jump off a bridge," and like, that's awful to say to someone, especially if they're manic or, you know, iffy or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, you can't control someone's actions. And
however, on episode number 33 of Frenemies, Trisha herself blames Keemstar for Etika's death alongside Ethan. She does this to point out what a bad person Keemstar is, citing this as another reason for why he's evil. During this time, Trisha and Keemstar were not getting along, so Trisha used this moment as an opportunity to bash him to get the viewing public on her side.
Well, kind of both, but Keemstar, I feel like he will push someone some sort of way and maybe won't be as forgiving as other people in the past have been, and like he'll get like sued, he'll lose everything he has, like something bad's gonna happen, and it's like,
I don't know. He's pretty much done all the worst things
but
possible.
if you're egging people on and instigating, I mean, it's bad like that. Well, we watched it, the little Etika part. I mean, in his voice, you could see, like, I hate to use this word, but like him getting like triggered, and like Keemstar like pushing, like not caring.
Dude,
and it's like so hard to watch because clearly that person is like, he's really feeling something. Instead of de-escalating, he just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. And that's like the most, like, it's the most dangerous thing you can do to someone.
When Ethan was on Trisha's side, she agreed with him, and when he wasn't, she disagreed with him and made it appear as though what Ethan said was crossing the line. Even though Trisha herself said the very same thing about Keemstar being to blame for Etika's death. Trisha has a habit of switching narratives once they no longer fit her agenda. When Ethan was her friend, she supported what he said, and when he wasn't, she vilified his statements. This is not only hypocritical, but malicious. She does things like this to ensure that whoever she is against, the public is against.